really fun, quirky, cute, colourful, vibrant stuff, all about Singapore. And I love it because I love the brand and how this, especially the story of how Meredith came up with this. No sound? I'm just, we're just hanging on a minute because we're just checking if there's sound. We're just waiting because I've been having problems with Facebook in the past. She's trying to
She's gone outside where it's quiet to see if she can hear us.
So hang on a minute.
So I'll start, and let's assume we've got some sound.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
start.
Right,
So
tell us about
Little
yourself.
Red Dot Cushions started in May 2015. The concept behind it came, as most concepts do, from a very simple idea. I had a cushion that a friend had bought to me from Sydney with my suburb on it, and another friend came over and she said, "Oh, that cushion, there's nothing like that for Singapore," and hence Little Red Dot Cushions was started. From there we started with 2 cushion designs, and it's grown into 7 cushion designs, 5 tea towel designs, placemats and aprons. And I'm about to leave the country, unfortunately, but I've now just found a new buyer to take on the business, and she will be adding a whole lot of new ranges to it. It's been perfect for the expat market. It fits the bill for different, unique, quirky designs and memories of Singapore. People can take it for their own home, and it's used a lot for gifts when people are leaving.
That's brilliant. Thank you for that summary. But we might just go outside, Meredith, if that's okay,
Yeah, sure.
Where it's slightly quieter. I think the connection is good. But before we go, I'm just going to show everyone first the tea towels. Where are the tea towels? Oh, so these are the. Oh, hang on a minute. These are the tea towels. But I really love these ones, the table mats. So. It's got all these slang, Singapore slang, makan, and all the dishes. I think that's just so clever, so clever. And look at these colours, amazing, so beautiful. And I think it would be such a fun item to put on your dining table and have all the conversations around it. Right, okay, so now let's head out. We're heading out. So this is the fair. Busy. Right.
Do you want to go out there?
Let's go outside. We're going outside.
You can put it under the tree.
Oh, okay. Brilliant. We found a spot. Ah, this is nice. Right. So Meredith, can you tell us more about maybe yourself? Like, you know, your background, what you used to do before, and your past life, I like to say.
Well, my past life was a very long time ago. I've been travelling, moving around with my husband for the last 22 years. 22 years. We've lived in 4 countries and 3 states of Australia.
Wow.
I transferred with my organisation for a few of those moves, but then it was just becoming too difficult. So I gave up full-time work. I used to do a lot of HR for a mining company and project management work. I gave that up as a full-time career many years ago, and I did a lot of contract work. And then in 2003 we moved to Thailand, and that's where my son was born.
Aww.
And since then I've just been a mum, and then we moved back to Australia, and I did a lot of volunteer work with his school. And then we came here, and I thought it's time for me, he was old enough now, and it's time for me to do something for myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that I'd always known that I wanted to do was to have my own business, and I didn't know what that was going to be. So I started off here, and I was selling a range of jewellery, but it wasn't my own. And then this came
How did you end up selling the jewellery? How did you get
There was a brand that I knew from living in Thailand, and they were looking for a new distributor in Singapore. So I took that on, and I did that for about 6 months.
Oh, wow.
And then this concept and the idea came up. I'd never done anything like this before. I am certainly not at all arty. That I'm going to leave all of that to Michelle. She's absolutely talented, and I am absolutely hopeless when it comes to the art and design.
That.
But what this has shown me is that a concept, and as I said at the beginning, it's a concept that was such a nothing idea, if you work hard at it and if you just make your mind up that that's what you're going to do, you can achieve anything. So it's been a really fascinating, interesting, huge learning curve for me, from finding suppliers and manufacturers, and that comes from China.
Yeah, and that was amazing. Like how you actually went onto, was it Taobao that you?
Alibaba.
Alibaba, that right? That's
and just
right.
a lot of research in Alibaba,
Yeah.
and then I can come up with.
Can you read Chinese?
No, but we do it all via email, and
Yeah.
his English is brilliant, so we're working that way.
Thank you, Neil. Oh, he just wrote. Neil's just joined us.
Hi.
Aw, hi, Neil. He's from London.
She is a very talented
Aw.
artist. That's very cute.
Thank you.
And so what I did is I came up with some conceptual ideas. I could do it in PowerPoint, I could do it in Word, but from the graphic design point, definitely not my forte. So I found a graphic designer and got to do what I call make it real.
Yeah, yeah.
With all the colours that we needed, and then I just send those files to the manufacturer and they print it up, make it all for me and ship it back, and it's been really well received. From the first launch we had 50 of a red Singapore cushion, and that sold out in 10 days.
Whoa, what?
There was
50 cushions sold out in 10 days.
It was just a very unique market, and everybody said, oh my God,
Thanks, Neil.
nothing like this we've seen before, this is perfect. So it was looking for something that was different.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think that's the thing, find something that's different, but find something that you're really passionate about and that you want to do. I knew I wanted my own business, I didn't really know what it was, this came up.
How did it come up? Like how do you just come up with, oh, I'm gonna just do cushions about Singapore? Like how did that idea?
So I had a Balmain cushion from the suburb that I'm from in Sydney
Yeah.
that had been given to me, and a friend came over
Yeah.
and she said, oh, that cushion, there's nothing like that for Singapore. Oh, are you suggesting that we start a business? Oh, maybe. Right.
Maybe.
And that's where, so from that it was just doing some research, finding out was it achievable. Did not want to have to be ordering. A lot of manufacturers
Yeah.
want you to order thousands
Yes,
and
and that's the
thousands
other
of
problem,
things.
yeah.
So I was all specifically researched on finding manufacturers who would do smaller quantities, because we didn't want to get lumbered with something
Yeah.
not knowing if it would work.
Yeah.
That's why we did an initial smallish order,
Yeah.
saw that it worked, and then just built on other ideas from there, and the other product ranges came in. Still have so many ideas that I would have liked to have done with the business, but that's not to be now in my lifetime. I will now probably look at doing something like this when I go back to Australia.
Oh wow, we'll look forward to that.
But it's just something that's very different, and you put your mind to it and you can do it. Anyone can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it.
I love that. And that's what I always talk about to the followers. And I think it's not so much about what you're talented in or what you can't do. It's about what you set your mind to doing.
Absolutely. And it's just about having a desire to do something, and my desire was owning my own business. And it was just, there's problems, and if it wasn't for the other people who do similar things in different markets than what I do, we all connect to each other, and it's about sharing information.
Yes.
There's certainly no competition. We
Yeah.
don't compete, but
Yeah.
we share information.
Yeah.
We share learnings, we share
Yeah.
ideas. And getting out and talking to other people who have had the interest of starting up their own business,
Yeah.
it's amazing the relationships and friendships
Yes.
and genuine interest that we all have in each other and the work that we all do. So it's definitely worthwhile. Go and do it.
Wonderful. Yes. So typically I ask people to give a message to the followers. What would be your positive message to the people out there, to the women out there who are feeling stuck and wanting to do something but they don't know what to do? What do you want to tell them? What's your message, Meredith?
It can be you will always come up with an idea and you'll go, oh no, that just won't work.
Yeah.
It does work, and it's generally the simplest ideas are the things that have the biggest impact in other people's lives, and the simple ideas are generally the ones that get discounted by everybody else.
Yeah.
So
Because everyone wants to go big.
well, they want to go big, or they go, oh no one else would be interested. Have an idea, find a group of friends that you know and can trust, and ask them, do some research.
Yeah.
What's missing? Have your conceptual idea, and then go into the marketplace and see what else is around that's like that. And if there's nothing there, doesn't mean that it shouldn't be there. It just means that no one else has taken the step to do it.
Love it. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And you're going back, so you're moving out of Singapore very soon, by the end of this year. I'm so sad. I'm gonna
12
miss
weeks
you.
today we go.
Oh, and how long have you been in Singapore?
So it'll be 3.5 years we've
Wow, and you're moving back.
been here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll stay in touch and we'll look forward to what else
Absolutely.
comes out from
Yes.
Sydney in Australia.
Yes, so we'll see what happens there, and stay with Little Red Dot Cushions, because the new owner Alison has got some fabulous, and she actually has a background in design textiles. And the story that she said to me on Tuesday was she's been here for 9 years, and she said when the product came out she bought it and she said, oh my God, why didn't I do this myself?
Yeah.
And now she has the opportunity to do it. So
Aw.
that's great for me that someone else is going to take on the business who also has a passion for doing something that's different and doing something for themselves.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
wonderful.
That is wonderful. That's really, really beautiful. And I've put in the links to Little Red Dot Cushion. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. Go check out their website. Just love all their colors, and we really, really look forward to what's to come, because I've just spoken to Alison and she's amazing. She has all these ideas already. So yeah, stay tuned and do follow them so you can see what else is coming up in this little amazing brand. And thank you so much for dialing in and watching this video of Daily Niche. Thank you, Neil, for all your comments.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye from Singapore.
Bye.